Start video transmission, and there we go. Now we got the YouTube chat in. Should be live.
I don't have it on my end.
Let me go check YouTube out.
There you go. Nightlife Podcast episode 1. Yep, has it up.
All right, now the important thing is chat in. That we good to go. Okay, with that being the case, then bet we can even see the chat here. That's the fucking face.
I know, the face is great for it. They're gonna have no clue who that is.
Listen, if they want to question it, I will happily explain this to anyone because, my God, it is I think that is a gem of a photo.
That is true. It is true.
That is a whole gem. But yeah, just give it a little bit until eventually we get some people to join us.
I was going to say. Yep, I have it live here on my phone for it, so what will we see? What will we see?
Oh, so you mean to tell me my one whole viewer is my one guest that's right here next to me? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I was testing out all your audio stuff was working. Here I am sitting, chilling, waiting for us to go live.
We are live.
That's fantastic. Welcome, everybody.
Oh, this was a disaster of idea.
Well, your podcast, man. Introduce everyone in.
Oh, yeah, let me introduce... Alright, to my one viewer, Leonidas, let me introduce you to our special guest of the night, Leonidas.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Your alphas arrived.
Oh, we got Walmart. My bad, bro. My bad. I'm sorry. Welcome.
Hello.
Oh,
welcome
we
to
got
it.
nice job. Oh, I see. There we go. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Nightlife Podcast. You got your boy Spencer Nightfall here. This is our first guest of the ever, actually, history being made.
You want to see the drunken shenanigans?
He's already on the verge of drinking, folks. Don't you?
I got my coffee spiked, so I'm alive, perked up, ready for this. I'm ready to tell some stories, actually. But first, I need this man to ask the right questions.
Well, considering how I was unprepared for you, initially, I thought I was gonna have the one, the only. You better bow down when you see him or hear his name, Prince Chandler. But unfortunately, he was
right now.
He was a little busy. But before that, I wanted to bring on someone who I thought would be an amazing guest, Tyson Spade. I thought...
Whoa, why Tyson? Come on, man.
Why?
Really?
Yeah.
Both the opponents that I faced off recently, the main event of Rivals.
Well, if you remember, Tyson Spade has an interesting history dating all the way back to BYWE.
Oh yeah, the Workhorse Mafia. They have a whole entangled history of each other's betrayal, but that's not the focus of today. The focus is on your buddy right here. Your buddy, your pal, your amigo.
Exactly. So, back in the days where we still had a Workhorse Mafia, you know, fantastic name. We had a tag team known as the Rebellion.
Yes, it was fun times for that.
Fun times. It was a nightmare to make up to come up with our name.
Okay, yeah. So for the amount for the amount of ideas we came up for the name, every single name we came up with was a really generic one, like you would find on a 2K games, essentially. Like, can't even think off the top of my head for it. Like
Knight Riders.
Oh,
That was his biggest pitch. Initially, he wanted to call the rebellion the Knight Riders. And I'm not gonna lie.
it sounded fire at first. You can't even deny that. Hey, but we landed on the rebellion as a way better solution. I went with it because Star Wars, the rebellion, the rebels right there.
Yeah, that's a joke we took a little too far at one point.
Oh yeah, if you guys noticed, when we turned heel the first time when we were the rebellion, we called ourselves the Empire. Going on to the joke, went to the dark side. And yeah, no, we immediately regret it. Same with the mask. I went to Dollar Tree and got these $1 masks. They looked cool at first, but when we were wearing it, well, I wore it for like 2 entrances. It was just so small on my face for it. It was ridiculous looking. So I stopped wearing it immediately. This man just decided to put it on the titles itself and just carry it out. So he dodged the bullet.
Thankfully. Yeah. Those masks. He hyped them up to me. He made it seem like these are gonna be the most fire masks I've ever seen. Like top tier, like quality.
I sent him the picture of it. He was so ready.
I was so ready to flame him. It was bad.
Oh, ready to flame it. You were ready to wear that shit. You're ready for the hype rebellion entrance with it.
Rebellion entrance is always hype.
I mean, yeah, it was the most hype entrance in BYWE. I mean, there were some other entries over time that I just grew to love in my heart for either the sheer memery of it or because they'll always live in my heart. Like, oh, hi, Daphne.
Hello, this is Leonidas' older brother, Dante.
Oh, yeah. Oh, everyone, now this is my brother.
And then this girl right here is Daphne Doo. This is what we call a cameo. Well, we get this little interruption by the puppy dog. If there's anybody who has any questions for Leonidas about anything, we're going to talk about BYWE. If you want to talk about BYB, you can. If you want to talk about what's been going on in NEW with Leonidas, because I got some questions for him. I have some questions for him. So, you want to tell everybody what you were thinking the night you decided to betray the rebellion?
Alright, I was gonna be eventually told this at some point. So, in my heart, at that time, you really seemed like a liability at the time. See, when I was looking back on our previous history, it seemed to be you taking most of the falls and the reason we lost most of our tag team titles. No, don't worry. I have some more stuff for it.
Keep going.
It's all. And then, due to the new company we were in, I really wanted to strive for a singles title. So, in order to do that, I needed to get out of the tag team division real fast. I mean, in retrospect, I kind of turned right into it.
How fast he fell back into the tag division.
I mean, fell back to win the tag titles. Let's get that right. Real fast.
Oh yeah, won the tag titles in a 3v1 handicap match against me.
I did not agree with the actions. We could have beaten you easily on our own, even if you had a partner. But it's perfectly fine. The right outcome happened. Champs. It was a fun time. I didn't really enjoy my partners for it. I'm not even gonna lie with you all.
You've had many partners. Are they the worst, or do you think you've definitely had worse?
Okay, worst tag team partner. If I'm truly thinking about it, in terms of effectiveness, but I hated teaming with him. Red Ace. It was an uphill battle, like making the team work with it. But I honestly love the guy. Love the guy outside of the ring. It's just working with him in ring. He had a style of he just went with what he wanted to do. So I just kind of based around it. He had a running kick for his finisher. So I was like, okay, bet. I'll go with a running knee and meet him in the middle with it. And that just worked for it. He liked it. That was like... he was calling the U.S. title the European title around that time. And I was just... Oh, yeah, you remember all that stuff?
How could I forget?
Oh, yes, how could he forget? So every week, every time I was either being the ref, because some of us would be ref for the time, it just happens for it, or I would be in the sidelines for him. I'm telling him it's the U.S. title the entire time. Well, he's calling it the European title. He never wanted to go out of his way and change it to the European title. I never knew why. Kept it as the U.S. title. Didn't want to get a custom one. No, he just thought that was the European title.
Listen. It was a great European title.
And then he betrayed me in the worst way possible for it. Literally, he saw me almost winning a hardcore title. I think it was against the Fallen. Yeah, love facing the Fallen, by the way. He was a fun opponent. Almost killed me one time.
I think the Fallens tried to kill most of us, especially Tyson. They had a lot of issues.
You tried taking your soul, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, again, love the Fallen. Don't appear behind us, please. Okay, we good.
We good. Maybe. Don't come to us in our dreams. We wouldn't appreciate that.
Seriously.
Yeah, great talent. Maybe next time I can see you jump out of a window.
Yeah, which I don't know why, but I don't know why Blue Spade would do that. That must have wrecked his feet so much back then.
Maybe we should try to get him like a shoe sponsorship or something. I think that would be really good.
Sponsor those feet.
Someone. We'll find someone. Someone's bound to be like, "Hey, yo, bro, I got some shoes for you. Throw them on."
Oh, you right.
Now, you mentioned reffing at one point, having to deal with Red Ace and stuff like that.
Yep.
Now, what was your favorite match to ref? I've seen you ref a ton. You've been up close to some of BYWE and some of NEW's finest work.
Favorite match to ref? That's actually a tough one. There are certain matches I like watching that just have a hard-hitting style or very... it's either reckless nature or really keeps everyone on the edge of your seat. One in NEW recently I really enjoyed. It was Tyson Spade. Actually, I can't say that one. Yeah. You guys see
Was that the one when he faced Surge?
Yeah.
That's posted.
Well,
that is currently up.
No. I wasn't the ref for that current one. There's another.
Oh. Well, folks, for those of you watching, you better tune into NEW because, as always, we got fire content coming out to you year-round, every week.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a glorious year. 2022 started out good, kind of had a rough middle, and as you see right now, I kind of failed picking up the world title at Rivals. Got to win at the 1,000 subscriber special, but going to pick it back up in 2023. Hopefully claim that world title. All I need is a 1v1 against Prince, and I got him. I can take him down no problem. But he's got his hands full with possibly Rhea Silver.
Rhea Silver, and you can't forget Spencer Nightfall. If you go back and watch the latest video by NEW, no spoilers from us for that show, and you'll see what's been going down.
True.
Now, you said, so your favorite match to ref hasn't come out yet. Fair enough. What was the worst match you ever had to sit down and ref?
Red Ace versus Twisted Jester, hands down. Do I really need to give context onto it?
Was that their BYWE Mania one?
Nope.
No.
Nope. It was a casual one, regular taping. It was in the winter time. and they went on for a while, and I was just freezing my ass off out there. I just wanted it to end. Every time it was a near fall, it was like, oh, please let it be to 3. Please let it be to 3. God damn it! Just let it end! And it wasn't like it was an entertaining match either. Like, again, I can't say love both the individuals. Have respect for both of the individuals. It's just, no, that was not the time and place to do that type of match. For it, not worth it. It's too cold out. I hate being in the cold. I cannot stress that enough. And we did WWE year-round. Rain, snow, hurricanes, illness. Hello, Daphne.
And unfortunately, it wasn't even like it was our choice on that matter if the show got canceled. At our time, our general manager doing the bookings for everything, he was backed into the corner by one of our talents about it, and unfortunately the talent that did have the issue was the one who owned the ring at their property. So, yeah, rain, snow, whatever, we were forced to wrestle in it. Well, they were. I refused to leave. The rebellion. Yes.
He did it. He did it, guys. Does that mean we're good?
Listen, I told you we'd talk about this after the interview, okay?
No. We should bury the hatchet for it, folks. Come on. We should bury the hatchet, man. You were talking about how great of a tag team you were. NEW just came out to here and it already made us want to do this. Come on, one more time. Come on. Okay. I deserve that. See, we're good.
You dropped me on my head.
Do you know how many times you kicked me in the head?
I mean, fair. You dropped me on my head on the metal part of the hardest part of the ring. What do you have to say? What do you need to say?
One more time?
That wasn't even... We had another match after that, I'm pretty sure. That you tried dropping me on my head again.
I did? What do you mean?
Oh, it's a little hard to remember after, try getting dropped on your head.
We're both competitive athletes, and the way to win, in my books, was to drop you on your head until you didn't move. I knew you were going to be up, because look at you. Up and strong. Yeah, see, you're good. We're all good.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now seeing what I've dealt with for the last couple years.
On your head is just part of life. Thank you. See, it's a wonderful experience, actually. It's a very enlightening one. Heck, the amount of times you boot... No, there's a specific a gripe I have with this man. So one of the main reasons why I attacked this guy, because I hate being hit with a kendo stick. Specifically, I really hate stinging pains. I'll take any blunt force hits. Hit me with a steel chair over the head, in the back, in the leg. Hit me with multiple other items that won't cause a stinging pain. Because there were definitely some things I said no to. Heck, someone brought a bullwhip to WWE at one point. No. Fuck that.
Didn't Jester want to use that on Ace?
He wanted to use it on everyone. It was a really bad call, but hence why. This man, in a Turkey Day Brawl, when he came out, decided to wield a kendo stick. He gave the warning, I think, to everyone.
I did. I got the permission beforehand to use the kendo by the general manager, and I warned everybody, if you look at me when I enter, I'm swinging. For you.
Go back into the footage, you can see my back turned away from the man going for someone else.
Collateral damage.
As this man proceeds to hit me with 4 kendo strikes across the back, almost breaking it across it while I have to go outside the ring, going... Ah!
Listen, I broke every kendo stick at that company, okay? There's a reason why they were small little pieces and bending apart. Everywhere we went, someone let me use a kendo stick. I warned them I was going to break it.
BWO, BYWE. Did you do an NEW yet, or did you not break into the budget yet?
To be fair, I don't think I've had to really use a kendo in match. The only times I think I did was when we had that matches. I don't think that match has happened yet on hasn't been posted yet. You will see. You will eventually see later down the line.
All will make sense. All will make sense eventually.
Trust me, there's a lot of
There's a lot of fire content that you guys are missing right now that you will see eventually, and it's gonna be great.
some of our best stuff. Like I said, like we say, NEW gets better and better every time. You see it and hear it from some of our best talent at the end of our biggest shows. This is what we do. We are a family, and we will fight and fuck each other up to the best of our abilities, you know? Nobody does it better than NEW.
I'm just gonna let you sit with everything that was said, because Fire, I can agree with everything he said. It's gonna be, we are a family. I love this family, actually. Known them for about almost 2 years now? Almost 2 years or over 2 years?
Ooh. Yeah, about 2 years with them now.
And the story of how we met NEW.
Yeah.
So, they reached out to our GM like 2 years after we started in BYWE. They texted the GM. Now, the GM runs multiple accounts, takes care of the social media content. It was a very large job for him. He also did editing. Give huge credits to actuals.
Editing, yeah, our general manager,
commentary,
which a lot of respect we give towards
like
Blue Spade, honestly.
Yeah, like shout outs to Blue Spade.
Like,
for it.
Yeah, he had to deal with some narcissistic people, some shitty people, a lot of BS and drama that shouldn't have happened. Had to fire people that definitely deserved it. Had to deal with a lot of bullshit that came backstage stuff, and not like you said, editing, booking wise, making sure everything was running smoothly. A lot of respect, a lot of thanks to that man.
No, he made us love BYWE for what it was. Outside all the bullshit around it, the stuff that we put together and were able to make for the years we were there, I appreciate and cherish in my heart, just for the sheer fact of I couldn't complain about it. I really couldn't. There were some roster members that I regret hiring, and I can admit this. I was the assistant GM for the place. I took care of I did not take care of talent management to save my life. I was actually pretty horrible at it. I was just the third assistant GM to take over because the other two just left just out of nowhere.
Yeah, we've had that a lot for talent just showing up, leaving, backstage hands that were there to help, that would help for a week and then leave. If anything, Leonidas definitely took over that that assistant GM position fairly well. He was eventually hiring talents, reaching out and talking to the other companies, which, as he was about to explain the story of NEW reaching out to us.
Actually, before I go to NEW, then I'll divulge into a different one, because this was one I reached out to, which I have regrets, but I also appreciate going there because it was a nice life lesson. I went over into Milford, Connecticut to see BWO, or to compete for them, to face... Okay, for when I first there, I thought I was going to be facing VIP. But then, in turn, I was going to be facing Puerto Rican Prince instead. Like, we filmed a promo between me and VIP there once. I hated the promo. Like, back then, I was not good at promos, like, good at public speaking for that way. I just wasn't good at it. Like, on the spot, I need time to prepare. Like, right now, I'm going off the fly. Nope, ill. Yes, I could definitely agree for it, but it was a nice life lesson to take away from it. I got free cinnamon buns after competing there.
Oh yeah, his lady would always show up to the shows and support us with it, and then bring us to the Milford Mall to get Cinnabon. It was great.
That's
like the main reason we got excited to go, because they would always be like, "Yeah, we're gonna pay you for your visit. You know, I always pay my talent this, and that. You know." Never saw any revenue. Nothing.
Okay. But let me get back to them because there are some opinions about some of the roster members there. Met a few of them like in a later time, so my opinions definitely changed over them. But for initial ones, respect for Puerto Rican Prince. No Golden gave me iffy vibes for it. Like, he definitely has an ego. But I can't even say he puts in the grind. It's just like he has a good name. It's just Yeah, he feels me on this. He feels me.
Yeah, essentially, Puerto Rican Prince is built like me, maybe a little bit taller, a little bit more like muscle to him.
Not even that. He specifically knows how to carry himself. It's just there are some fundamentals of wrestling he really needed to learn in order to perfect his style.
He didn't know how to work a crowd.
Yeah,
Man's dying in a promo, and instead of ending it, he continues to go on for another 3-4 minutes before a match.
That was with Noah Golden when it was.
That's who we're talking about. Is Noah Golden?
I was talking about Puerto Rican Prince, but Noah Golden goes for it as well. That one kind of really dragged on. He's the type of person that will drag on for promos to try and get his point across, but no one really wants to keep hearing him. They just want to see a fight happen. You know what they came for, and you're the face. Why are you boring them?
Weren't they supposed to be the heels in that last situation?
Oh no, that was against.
Oh, okay,
that was against the last team for it. For the swirl, they just bored the crowd for it. We came out there. It was a decent match. I don't really remember much. I'm not gonna lie. Most of my time there was kind of a blur. Like I go back and watch it.
Because we faced VIP and what's his face, right?
Faced VIP and Noah Golden. We faced the Swirl. Then we also faced Crazy Kevin Cap and then someone else. I forgot the name of. Oh, Gabe. There we go. So not Gabe Sayer, someone else named Gabe.
Yeah, he's the one who ate the kendo to the face that match. But we also had the match where it was that other guy. I forgot his name.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Remember, he thought
it was VIP and
some guy, some kid. He was a little bit shorter, and I just remember his entire thing was,
oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm gonna be because I told him like, listen, you got like when you try to like. He was like a rookie, and he was like, yeah, when you attack me, you gotta be sure you can actually hold me down because I can like wiggle out of everything. And he had the ego thing of like, oh, I could be able to put you down like no problem. That way, like, BWO has a lot of, like, big ego problems, especially with Noah Golden, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Noah Golden trying to say he's going to be our Brock Lesnar.
Oh, my goodness. That was a ridiculous claim on his part. But over time, for the amount of times I went there, for the singles match that I went to a singles match against Puerto Rican Prince that, honestly, I really wish I did better. I wish I just did better in that match. It was a really hyped match. I could have worked a lot better match with it. It just didn't go as well as I was expecting for it. But I don't want to bore all of you with BWO. I just wanted to explain the little bulge I had before I went to greatness. That is NEW. Because
NEW Master Race of Backyard Wrestling?
Exactly. Jake Matthews reached out to me to come up for a few tapings. I told him, heck yeah. The first weekend that came up, me and my buddy, well, I told them I'm bringing a buddy, of course. Got to bring Spencer Nightfall with me to it, so we could both go up to Mass. Our first taping there, we already win the tag team titles. We go back to BYWE because we are still there. The same weekend we go up and win those tag titles, we are coming back and recording Mania?
Yes.
Yes.
It was either right before Mania or during Mania because we won the NEW tag titles. We just won the BWO tag titles. Yep. And our general manager was going to give the tag titles to a different tag team.
Oh, yeah. We had to roll up with all the gold, drop it in front of him, and tell him, change plans. The Rebellion.
With how... Yeah, we were prepared to dip out full-time NEW if Jay didn't give us what we wanted at that very moment. We knew...
Give us what we want. Give us what we want.
At that point, we kind of put the fact that two companies made us their tag team champions, like, almost first go-around with them, and now we're just like, bet we're gonna roll with it.
Completely won my trust. I was like, these guys are gonna treat us so well. We need to get the boys up here. We need to show them this. now.
Yeah, they even, like I said, they let us bring their tag team titles back from Massachusetts to Connecticut.
But I should probably go out of my way to reconcile some things, because the first time we went up there were some mistakes that we made that I do want to address and actually do apologize for, because we did not help set up the ring. When we first went there, we made the bad call and didn't help them set up the ring. That was a big fault, and we also didn't help them take down the ring. We were just chilling on the side waiting until they were done, which that was horrible on our part for it. So I can really apologize to all the people for that day that put up the ring and took it down. I apologize.
I'm trying to think. It was Power Surge, Jake Matthews,
Joseph Gemini,
the twins.
Yep, the twins.
Yeah, Austin Adams and
Shawn Williams.
Yep, Shawn Williams. Rosa was there for the first time.
Oh yes.
James Patrick was also.
Rosa already left, and then he left.
Yeah.
Before that, because of course he did.
Rosa don't ever show.
Because he's a bozo, and he already know though.
Yeah, that was Oh yeah, we met the Adrenaline King, James Patrick, who I've seen old people move faster. I have seen old people with more hype behind them.
This man tried to claim himself to be professionally trained, tried to take over NEW and BYWE politically, trying to state that he's a better wrestler, that he can train all of us and all that. He was pitching good, but none of us really believed it in the end, so we all kicked him out.
To be fair, he wrapped us around his finger at that very moment. You and me were like preaching to the people.
Keep this in mind. He made us video packages, which I really wish I could have used. There was a fire-ass song or a fire remix he made of my song that I'm not going to use because he made it, but it's a shame. I really did want to use it for all of you.
Yeah, he made some pretty nice quality stuff. At this point, though, we're learning all this. Eventually, we're going to hopefully have our own hype stuff,
Yeah,
as you can notice, underneath the other channel, Spencer Nightfall, you will see a highlight video for me and a highlight video for Leonidas.
Hold on, back to that highlight video real quick. There is another gripe I have with that highlight video. It's going to be edited, most likely, because I love facing Rhea Silver, and me and her have some incredible matches, and you did not take a single highlight from that and use it in that.
To be fair, I kind of forgot about that match. Wasn't sure if it was posted. Not to mention, the
motherfucking thumbnail.
Like I said, I didn't see it.
1,300 views onto it. Which, by the way, go check it out. It's a really awesome match. But come on, man. A razor's edge onto the chairs. Not a single highlight of that.
I mean, do you want to make your own highlight videos? Because I haven't seen you make anything like that just yet.
You're right. I got to get the editing format for that. I'm not good at editing. I'm not going to lie, folks. I need to get on that stuff.
Not to mention, my project didn't save and got deleted like 3 fucking times. So, like, my bad. My bad, okay?
Take notice of your mistakes.
I can delete your highlight video. I'm not going to do that. But
in all fairness, I already downloaded the video, so now if you take it down, I can go make some edits on that myself.
You just said you didn't know how to do that stuff, so
when it happens, how to video record at least on my phone. It's more of like clipping, get all the clips together. But of course, I gotta go get the can't speak right now. Gonna go get a laptop for that.
I see. Anyone got any questions for Leonidas at this current moment?
Please, I'm open to any questions for him. I'm an open book. It's been a while since I got to talk to the fans directly, so please ask away for it. Well, let's talk about story. How about I tell you my worst match. My worst match.
Was this in BYWE, BWO, or NEW?
I'll do one from each.
One from each.
I'll do one from each because I can specifically go through some of them.
All right.
I'll just go with the simplest one. For BWO, it was against. Actually, shit, I have to actually really think about that. Yeah, Puerto Rican Prince, because of one specific spot. Supposed to kick him off of the deck at one point, and the fall was horrible. Like, not horrible, horrific bump or anything like that. It was kind of meh. So I had to follow up with an incredible parkour dive, which didn't know how I was going to land it, so I kind of just landed on him. Then, pretty sure you could do the count yourself. We definitely got counted out, but the kind of ref just threw it away for that. We kind of just continued, so I just didn't like the match in general for it. In BYWE, it was actually against... What's your favorite match with a rookie? Oh! Okay, that's fair enough. That's against D... Did I face the debut of anyone else before? Nah, it's against D Savage. The man is a fucking spectacle. You will see him more, and you are going to appreciate what this man does. From the bottom of my heart, he is going to be amazing.
Oh yeah, if you need to check out that match, that is underneath our 1,000 subscriber special, where you will also see other fantastic matches on that card. You should go check it out.
Exactly. But onto it, like, there's a lot of matches with rookies I faced that were pretty interesting. I'd have to say, let me try and think. I faced the Fallen in his debut match. I remember because he specifically had a wife beater on that had bloodstains on it. Still had the mask for it, but that was like the original attire of it, and that entire tag match went to shit. It went to shit in the end.
Was that the one that had Black of Hearts?
Yes.
Yep.
Which brings me to one of my worst matches in BYWE against Black of Hearts. You would have thought of Lee's. You guys would have thought it was a Lee's, but I actually somewhat appreciate trying in that match. Unlike Black of Hearts. Now, for real context, in my mind, I was completely thinking I was winning this match. I'm just about to leave. This is all I gotta do, and then I gotta go. I'm told, as our music's playing, the countdown on the camera, oh no, Black of Hearts is going over. He needs to go over for this. He looks good for this triple threat coming up. The fuck? I just had something all ready for this, and you want me to... Okay, so we go through the match, what I had planned for it, and then it's like, how the fuck is this guy gonna beat me now? I just kicked his ass throughout most of it. Fuck it, out of nowhere something. You can go back and watch the ending for yourself for it. I don't remember. Off the top of my head, I think he hit me with a code breaker, I think. Like, a very bad one. Like, most people that tried hitting a code breaker do not have the hops for it. Like, they need to get their knees over here, pull me down. They get me in the chest, or they'll uppercut me in the chin. The amount of times I have bitten my lip or have my lip almost busted open from just rogue knees like that. And yes, I know that's a real karma right there, because I knee people all the time, but it's still ridiculous for it.
Yeah, I think Black of Hearts hit the, I think he called it like the heart attack, or like the black heart. Something.
What's your favorite NEW moment so far on camera? Oh, favorite moment NEW on camera for it. It's kind of odd, but it's kind of more of a humbling experience. Facing Surge. For the first time for it. It was interesting because he was a specimen. Yes, I will call him specimen because he was not a mere man when I saw him, when I first met him. This man looked like he could eat me alive, and this was a true test. So I see it as my favorite moment because that was stepping in a ring with someone that he was not only intimidating, he was someone that was a completely different league in my book. These one of those opponents I was scared to face, intimidated. I did not know what to do. And after going in the ring with him once, honestly, I said to myself, next time I face him, I can beat him. I think I could take him. He is an awesome, amazing man. After getting known for 2 years, fucking love you, Serge. Like, you are so fucking awesome. He's taught me so much. And now I'm just confident for the fact that I could take him now. So I take that as my favorite moment because of what it projected for later on. But if we're going for sheer entertainment wise for on camera, it wasn't even me for it. It was a specific moment with Jake Matthews for one of his entrances. We were all singing along to it when he was first coming out. And I don't know, like, this all brought us together for it.
Was that when he was using astronauts in the ocean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that
I remember that.
I don't know, I really love that. And then
Matthews has, I think, the best themes in all of NEW. He constantly brings out fire entrances, and some like the masks and stuff that he brings out, and like the stuff that he wears, it oozes badass charisma.
yes, it does. And then this goes out to Navon McDonald, because this was my first time ever seeing a promo with him. It was a promo between him and Joseph Gemini.
Oh, that's a good
That
one.
promo, man, was fucking fire. Had the crowd in the palm of his hand for it. This was my first time ever seeing him work like this. It was captivating. That was my favorite moment just because it gave me goosebumps. Like, it had me captivated for it. It was goddamn entertainment right there. But after seeing all of that, he turned into someone I need to beat. I need to face.
You hear that, NEW? Book it!
Book it. I could take him. I could so take him. I'm a whole different beast now.
I mean, but if you want him to show up, you're gonna have to lose.
You think I'm gonna lose?
If you want him to show up, you either be better at putting.
I'll show up to
you
his,
better
I'll show
put
up to his goddamn house. I have a car. I'll drive to New York for it. Book it. I will show up. Like, because that's what I don't get, because they invited some of our buddies to another event before. They didn't invite us. Which makes no sense.
And when they,
I'm the one with the vehicle and could have the time to go do this. Missed opportunity. That's all I can say.
they wanted us at one point when their ref backed out.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's literally what
Wanted
they.
us as a ref. He's the king of the mountain. He's the king of the mountain, but I can climb a mountain to the top, no problem, and kick a king off. That's gonna be.
He's gonna be just like the Queen of England, bro. Dead.
Respect for the queen. Respect for the queen. I have all respect for the queen. Just saying.
And he's the king. You can put them both in the same place. 6 feet under. The only difference is, last thing he's gonna be hearing before he goes down. 1, 2, 3.
What you mean, bro? I gotta beat him twice on Sunday.
Yo, boys, you better book this match. I want to see it.
Because that's easy. 2 out of 3 falls right there. Get those 2 wins on Sunday, no problem.
You better hope it's not a table match then.
Oh yeah, I haven't been put through a table yet. Yeah, the moment I'm put through a table, folks, is going to be a surprising sight. Because I am not trying to go through a table anytime soon. Same with thumbtacks. Like, oh yeah, nah.
The NEW special thumbtacks
I know,
and
I have
tables.
No, I'm going to purposely put a target on my back because I'm not going to take tacks on my back unless someone makes it happen. So, guys, this is a warning to you. You're going to have to put me down hard if you think you're going to get me on some thumbtacks. Just saying. Table? Fuck it. If it happens, it happens. You're going to have to throw me off a high thing or not because I'm going to be falling through that shit. Thumbtacks? Kill me. You're going to have to kill me if you're going to put me on those.
Oh, I really can't wait to see what they book for you next. All because you saying this.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to sit here, regret every single word for it. Clip it. I don't care. I'm ready. They're going to... Watch. If they put me in a death match, I'm going to be the... Oh, what's the best word I can actually put for this? I'm going to not even barely use weapons. I'm just going to be ever more brutal with how I strike, which... I should probably address how I fight in the ring because I love the people and all that. Leonidas. Ooh.
Oh,
A thumbtack match. See, of course it would be Matthews. Of course it would be Matthews. This is my exact strategy for Matthews. Because soon enough, me and him are gonna cross paths. Eventually, you never know what would happen. He's a great wrestler that I would love to take out and possibly beat one day. Well, actually, no. I think I actually did beat him. We never know.
In a 1v1 situation?
No, not in a 1v1. In the 1v1, we faced in BYWE. He got the better hand than me. That's why I said it was a learning experience. I learned I could beat him after that.
The confidence. The confidence.
You gotta be confident. Because everyone has these egos. Nowadays, these broken pieces of wood can be pretty deadly. Yes, they can. They are really harmful for the body. I'm not trying to have that. Like, as I said for my style, like, I'm very brutal with how I do it. Like, I will stomp someone into the
Drop me on my head.
Yeah, like that. I'll drop you on your head. If I know you have a hurt leg, I'm going to work on your leg. See, everyone knows what they're signing up for when they step in that ring. I'm going to utilize your weaknesses. If you're coming in there weak, I'm going to use it against you. The respect kind of goes... The respect is the respectful fact that you came into the ring. Now, after that bell rings, whatever happens, happens. I'm still going to shake your hand after the ring. I'm going to say, hey, bud, you good after this? Like, you want to go get a drink after this? I'm still going to be like that after that. It's just, yeah, during the match, yeah, I could possibly give you a black eye. Could probably bust open your lip. Could probably almost break your bones or drop you on your head and possibly concuss you. Don't worry. If you're hurt, I will gladly take you to the hospital if you need to. Call the ambulance, the medical services. Heck, I'm certified for CPR. So if you're choking on your blood, I got you.
Leonidas, everybody. Leonidas has definitely... He's gotten more brutal over the years, I'll say that.
Well, you gotta be. Some people... Okay.
If it's not brutal, you find your ways to...
Oh, yes.
To bend the rules, as we would say.
Hey.
I would say one of your deadliest attributes is the craftiness that you have, because you utilized a shoe consistently almost every match, and yet somehow every match you managed to hit them with that shoe and they never saw it coming. Do you want to explain your thought process of why the shoe, where the idea of you even needing the shoe to become from to win the said match?
When I first started using the shoe, the actual type of shoes I was wearing, they were Adidas's. They had some thick ass heels on them, like the entire sole of it was hard. So when I took it out and hit people with it, it actually fucking hurt, depending on how I hit them with it. So after I used it the first time, I think it was against the Barbarian to take him down. It wasn't in a match. I utilized it to fend him away. Then I started using it to win against, Black of Hearts, Bobby J, Ray of Silver, Spade at one point, utilizing that to cheat. I had two shoes, so simply use one. If the ref sees it, takes it away, okay, bet. Take off the other shoe, bam! Take them out, pin them 1, 2, 3. If they kick out, I hit them with the fall of Rome. 1, 2, 3. Same outcome. It was a very utilizing factor. Now, when people started to catch on to it, that's when I had to change things up. Sometimes I would have a third shoe on the sidelines. Some people don't notice. I actually did keep a third shoe on the sidelines, under the ring, just in case one of my shoes failed. If both of them failed, or someone just said fuck my shoes and threw it to the side, I had a third one just in case over there.
If that didn't work, totally didn't help by throwing the shoes back in the ring towards him.
Yeah, there were some unnecessary times the shoes were thrown back, and I'm like, okay, what do I do now with this? Alright, this is someone else's shoe, not my shoe. It's not going to be an effective shoe. I will say my favorite shoe moment was shooing Rhea out of a rumble. Cheated it at her while she was at the top rope, and then she was just hanging down. So it looked like she was going to get hurt, so I just helped her get out of the ring. Just untied her legs and just tossed her. Hey, I saved her.
Helped her get out the ring.
Yeah, she was hurt. I needed to get her out of there because clearly she was going to get hurt from that. It was ripping on the leggings of her. I need to get her out of there. So, of course, Favorite moment, though, because it was just clean hitting her. It was the perfect, right on impact, satisfying.
So...
Don't worry, contain yourself, man. I'm the one that was drinking.
That's... First, I'm just mind blown about the third shoe. I didn't know about the third shoe.
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't even remember that shoe moment that you brought up. That was...
Oh, yeah, because you were in the match.
Was I?
Yeah, you were in the match. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of matches that kind of fall into the wayside over time. It's like, there are sometimes we'll record multiple matches in one day or over the course of a weekend for NEW. And sometimes we would forget some of the things we did in the match the previous day, just from what happened.
Literally the drive home, we're talking about all the matches that we did, and we're like, oh shit, that happened?
Yeah, like
you did that in the match? Oh yeah!
Yeah, like...
You died, that's right!
Yeah, like things happened for it. It's... Actually, trying to remember. I think it was either the first time we were leaving NEW when we brought everyone up. We brought Jane Crystal for it.
And we had Red Ace as well.
Oh yes, the original time we brought him up was Red Ace.
The only time.
Yeah, yep, the only time. Red Ace, Blue Spade, me and you for it. And
Prince Chandler, right?
yeah, no, Prince Chandler was actually the next one for it. It was the next time for it.
Huh.
I don't believe he came up on his own accord.
Are you sure? Because we had a full car of people. Rhea didn't come till after Rhea was replaced by Ace for that first time. After that first time.
No, it was definitely just the four of us all for it. There definitely wasn't a fifth. If I'm forgetting you, Prince, I'm sorry. You probably weren't too short to fit on the camera or in my mind.
We got our next match, book it.
Booking. I want that fucking title. I want that title. Give me that title.
You have a history of getting obsessed over title belts and championships and accolades.
Because that's the prizes you fight for. That's the things that give you recognition. Yes, there's plenty of prime examples of people who got famous on their own accords without ever winning a title. But in my personal opinion, I strive for the recognition of those titles. That's why you get into this business. This is why you fight to get to this.
Yeah, you had no problem taking out friends, family, or whatnot to get what you wanted. Like, you obsessed with titles. When you would lose a 1v1 against someone you would consider a friend, you immediately had this look of like, I'm going to kill you the next time I see you. And it always felt like there was some disdain with it.
So NEW gave me the content? Really?
It was Chandler, Ace, Jay, Spencer, and Leonidas.
Really?
That's right.
So Chandler... See, like I said, Chandler, you just faded out of my mind. You were too short to live up in it.
To be fair, the main concerns that we were having were, what the fuck is Red Ace constantly doing?
No, the biggest...
what felt like 10 minutes of him running from the...
No, that was the best entrance idea that just turned into a joke, but then actually happened, and goddammit, I applaud Red Ace for giving us that moment. We don't need it again, but we got that moment. It will forever live on, and I appreciate it. The man's going from the top of the highway, coming down to Black Eyed Peas Anxiety, coming down all the steps for it. We have to tell him to hurry up as he's coming up the road, so now this man's jogging up for it. The anxiety's still going. We are having the cameraman having backup the entire time going for it to finally get up to the top of the driveway. So this man's still going for it.
He's wearing a luchador mask and all that, like bright red,
Right. We have random neighbors seeing him come down for this entire thing.
Varying degrees of speed throughout that entire run. He was not at a constant pace.
And then, like, we had the crowd chanting, "Where is he? Where is he?" Not even coming out to the actual driveway to see him up. They're all just patiently sitting in the chairs waiting for him to come. And they're not even realizing, this man's already started his entrance. Yeah, he's way up there. Yeah, he's still coming, bros. Like, don't worry, guys. Any minute now.
He's on his way.
Any second now. I see him turning the corner now. Don't worry, guys. Come on. Get ready. Get hyped. Get set. Get ready. Shit, we're already in the chorus again of Anxiety? Dang. We're already halfway through the song.
Is Is the theme gonna be long enough for his entrance? Was starting to become our concern.
Oh yes, we genuinely thought the song was going to end before the entrance was done.
I think it would have just been perfect at that point, just leave it the way that it is as he's still entering without music. I kind of wish that happened. Red Ace was just an unexpected, just something to laugh at that entire time. Like,
The worst
first,
part is, you want to know some context for it? That was a match against James Patrick.
the Adrenaline King right there. Woo!
I know, right?
Y'all don't probably want to see that match unless you just want to see Red Ace's entrance, which honestly, I wouldn't blame you for that.
Yeah.
Would not blame you.
And then Rocky and Elise made it here by themselves. Now, see, I don't remember them showing up. I genuinely don't. Like, from all the...
No, I remember because there was Rocky. I don't remember Elise showing up or being there, but she might have. But I remember because we were like, oh, if it's just Rocky, we'll just bring him home or some shit like that. And I don't think we did.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Didn't Red Ace also pee in...
Oh, yes. He randomly just peed at the park, just across the street.
Like,
he didn't give a fuck.
Like, there was no covering. There was literally one tree, and I'm pretty sure people were playing volleyball up the hill. And this was, like, their first experience seeing the rest of our group and
This
guys.
is their first time seeing Red Ace, everybody. What's that random luchador peeing in the park? Oh my god, he won?
I mean, good for him. Good for him.
Ace actually... Huh? That's how you know NEW treats people well. They gave Red Ace a win. That's how you know they treat people well.
They did, yeah. They even gave James. They did give James Patrick a win too. They did.
That's a forgotten time. We don't remember those times.
Oh, my leg doesn't remember. My leg still remembers. My leg won't ever forget my match against James Patrick. Ever. I got put down for a whole month because he when he went to throw me into I was bringing him corner to corner, slamming his head into each corner of the fucking ring. All of a sudden, he reverses it, and he whips me. Like, you see me flying, and you could just hear the ding from the ring corner. Could not. We had to end that match early because genuinely was difficult to walk. Like, my roommates were having to carry me up and down help me up and down the stairs because of, it was just that bad. I have never experienced, in that intense of leg pain before.
The one time I'm not at the taping, this man gets injured for, and I miss it. Come on.
Fun fact about that, I said I would go, but then I'm like, kind of don't want to. It's going to take me a little while to get up there, especially since I didn't have you going up there. And that's when James Patrick was like, oh, I'll bring you. And I'm like, yeah. Kind of didn't want to go up without Leonidas because of social anxiety, but, I'll go up with James Patrick. Don't ever ride in the car with him. Ever. It is the worst. This man will look at you like this as he's driving, one-handed, bringing out a phone to show you a YouTube video as he's scrolling through it to show you, speeding on the goddamn highway. I thought I was going to die.
I never rode in the car with him, so thank God I never got to experience that.
You were working at the time, you lucky bastard.
I dodged the bullet, most definitely. The drive is... Actually, no, I can't even say my drive up there is bad. There are so many other people that have way worse drives than me, so I can't even sit here and complain. I live an hour away from where I have to wrestle. That's...
The only thing that takes us so long is we gotta go the opposite way to pick up our group of twins, Rhea Silver and Tyson Spade, and then we have to go and get the Prince.
Exactly. Sane's pretty bad to ride with, too. Okay, Sane...
I've experienced it.
It actually wasn't bad.
It wasn't the worst. It
really wasn't.
I'm not gonna lie, we kind of just bumped to anime music the entire time because we're fucking weebs
I'm sorry, you're shit talking my dad?
That's his dad, man.
That's his dad. Yeah, come on. Why are you shit talking my dad? That's my father.
Disappointed in you, Walburn. Disappointed.
Seriously, come on. But all is forgiven. All is forgiven. My father always makes some mistakes. beat you for your title. That's overspun you, almost concussed you. I mean, like father, like son. Come on, people. I'm just following my dad's footsteps.
The second time we had a rematch, after going through that match, again, he picks me up to hit his TKO, and he still has me facing the wrong way. I am still facing the wrong way for him to hit this TKO. He went the opposite direction with it at least, so I didn't get, I didn't become a goddamn helicopter, Beyblade, whatever you want to say. But yeah.
It was glorious. It was glorious destruction. That's all I can say for it.
Every rotation, I'm just like, oh, I'm spinning. Oh, I'm still spinning. Why am I still in the air? Why is Sane sitting? Oh, his arms are down in the position. I'm still spinning. Why haven't I hit the ground yet? Did Sane miss me? He missed me. Still spinning, and I finally hit the ground, and I'm like, yep, we dead. It was,
perfect.
A1. It was a time. You faced Sane before, haven't you?
Oh my goodness. Okay. So every time I faced Sane one-on-one, this was the worst predicament times. Because, alright, the quality of matches, every time I was told I was going to face Sane, I'm hyped and ready for the matches. When the day comes for it, either I had the worst sleep of my life, because I worked at Amazon during this time. So I just finished a 12-hour shift overnight, and then did not get any sleep. Immediately started grabbing everyone for this Massachusetts thing. So drove all the way up, set up the ring, and then we're about to do this match. This man has a whole other shift at UPS. 12-hour shift. He did not get any sleep either. Coming into this, I'm ready to okay, I'm ready to drag this together, ready to put something in, I'm ready to die for it. He's like, yo, you want to just have a 4-minute match in and out? I'm not down for this either. And then I just instantly connected for it. I was like, yo, fuck yes. I don't know. I should have put more effort into it, but oh my god. I just wanted to rest after. I love all of you, but that was the one day I could definitely say I wasn't in it. I was so fucking lazy. And then, halfway through the match itself, it was just 4 minutes. 4 minutes of simple timing. We jumped to the outside. I jump on him to the outside. He is supposed to hit me in the stomach to get the advantage. The man just sidesteps. Doesn't even know what to do. Doesn't even know what to do from there. I look at him like, okay, I guess we're doing something now. All right. And then we're almost counted out. Both times I faced him, this exact same thing happened. Every time we go to the outside of the ring, the entire match, out the window. Everything is forgotten, and then we're quickly scrambling to get back into the ring. It is almost the same exact sequence that happened. Almost beat for beat, almost the exact same finish with it. The only difference is that he hits me with the TKO and gets the win. The other time, he gets me in a TKO, a distraction, and I win. See, that's difference right there. That is a difference. So, if me and St. ever face again, it's going to be way fucking better. It's going to be a hell of a lot more effort put into that. Actually, it's teased in the intro for NEW for when that comes. If you want to check that, it's soon enough. You'll see the teaser soon enough.
Oh yeah, you should check out just about every video NEW has ever posted. They are all fantastic quality, amazing matches.
Yeah, we just got over 1,000 subscribers. You should totally check it out.
Like I said, we got 1,000 subs special with some of our most requested matches, some of our best matches.
We even have a Patreon. If they didn't know, we got Patreon up and running for it. Request some damn matches because we want the match. Me and Navam, me and Prince. You want it?
Yeah, if there's a match you want to see.
Oh, wait. No. I should probably say, if they do donate $20, I'll go through a table. Who's my favorite opponent?
Is that can't be the Raven, is it?
Oh, yeah. I think it's the Raven.
Can't be the Raven.
Yeah,
can't be. There's no
no
way.
There's a question mark next to it. I can't tell. That's a very mysterious name for it. But who's my favorite opponent? Okay, this is kind of a fucking deep level. As much as I want to say Reyes Silver, because love facing her every single time we face off in the ring. It's great. The Fallen. Love facing the Fallen.
I thought you were going to say something controversial like Red Ace, Twisted Jester, something like that down the line.
No, actually, I can name my top 3 real quick for it. The Fallen, loved facing for it. Bobby J, actually.
Bobby J was pretty good.
Bobby J was actually fun to deal with because he tried.
Only if Twisted Jester decided to continue on with the Bobby J character.
I know, right?
Because
I'll go a little tangent real quick.
BYWE sucks. Twisted Jester is a terrible person. We're not going to get into that. Him and Bobby J are the same person. Twisted Jester's now dead, known as Crimson something, whatever it is. None of that matters. All that is he had a really good character. Honestly, loved the intro. I loved
it was something Akon. It was like an opening from Akon.
It worked.
My time. It was something like my time for it. It was coming out like this. It was a fucking vibe for it.
Every time off camera, you would always see the cameraman, and then the ref would always just be like this, like yeah, because like I said, it was just hype. It was a good character. You know, honestly, like you got something different out of, you know, he wasn't worried about shoving a stick up your fucking ass because, you know, that's how he is.
All right, but let's try and fan the flames from that real quick. Let's get back to it for it. But like I said, love facing the Fallen. Then there was Bobby J for it. Rhea Silver, I'll definitely put her in the top 3 for it. Loved facing her. Me and her have incredible chemistry for in the ring, and she's a very competitive opponent for it. We always come up with new creative things all the time for it. Some of our opponents I want to give a shout out to for actually appreciate fighting or competing with in the ring, because I'll probably never be able to face with him again. The Barbarian. Barbarian was someone that never going to face in the ring again, but loved facing because he was the only big guy I was able to face at the time, so that was where I could come up with creative things, because I wanted to do type of high-flying moves, acrobatics, because I'm very good with aerodynamics like that.
Hence why he got the nickname the Cat, essentially, backstage with his cat-like reflexes.
Yeah, I seem to always land on my feet for some things. It's just intentionally do it. It just happens. But I'm kind of listening a lot of people from BYWE because that's just a special place in my heart for it. For any W people, actually, I'm sorry, Sane, I can't put you up there. No, you already know the reason, Sane. You already know.
We just went over it, man.
Yeah, probably go back like 4 minutes if you're just coming into this stuff for it.
What do you mean? He's probably working his 12-hour shift right now.
Or on one.
It is it's almost around the Christmas time.
What you mean? He's on one of his games. We're not going to go into more detail on what those said games are, but they're games.
If you want any good ideas, just look up Hoonie Pop, played by Markiplier, and that's the type of gist you're gonna get from him.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess we're throwing that into the mix of that, and they can go search it out. You just set them a deep dive of something that they're going to regret.
Listen. It's just a puzzle game he plays that may or may not show titties down the line. In-depth puzzles, pretty good puzzles.
In-depth puzzles, everybody. But yeah, I don't know why. Like for my Fallen, for my favorite opponent. Yeah, I'm drunk. I'm gonna be slurring a bit of words for it in a second. So specifically from facing the Fallen, he had a specific obsession of choking me out of moves. That is the only thing from Fallen that's kind of like when it happened, it's kind of like, well, is this legal? I'm looking at the reference like, this motherfucker's choking me. Stop him. I'm pretty sure this is not legal. This is murder. He is trying to strangle me. And it's not like one of those ones of like, oh, getting around the thumb. It is, those thumbs are going into the inner parts of the Adam's apple.
For real, I've been on the receiving end. It's not pleasant, but which is how our backyard company was. We kind of didn't, it was essentially anything went with how, like, what you wanted to do for big stuff. It was more or less if your opponent is going to agree to it, and then if it's something like super outrageous, we would have either me, Leonidas over here, or Blue Spade, like, shut down the ideas of it because it was just
No, there was
Crazy death.
one dumb idea I had, and this was more of because it was the wrong timing for it. This was just on a weekly show, not on a pay-per-view. I decided to challenge Fallen at his home. And what I proceed to get is getting thrown into cement blocks, trees, and then almost getting my eardrums blown out because this motherfucker threw a firecracker from the top of a rock pile he threw me down to try and blow me up. I to my knowledge, how he obtained those... I know how Fallen obtained those explosives. Well, not explosives, fireworks, I can essentially say for that.
Pretty sure we have some on the back counter from those days, actually.
Yes, and Fallen proceeded to try and use one of those on me and almost blew out my eardrums for it. So that was fun. Did I win? Spoiler alert, I did not win that. I don't remember. All I know is after that match, I woke up in the van, like my boy, like I got Nightfall here trying to wake me up in the van telling me, yo, bro, you lost.
Yeah. Essentially, I had to go chase after him because he was determined to try to beat the Fallen at that point. I just
Yeah, see, Fallen I love. God damn it. I can't even keep saying I love the Fallen, but goddamn this motherfucker.
it's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah,
you know?
really. Because Blood Ritual, the entire group Fallen made, every time we lost the tag team titles was because of this group. Every time. And also because of Constant N. Constant N, I'll give you the context, was dear to the hearts of BYWA viewers and a thorn in the side of a few people. When I first faced Constant, I actually almost ended Constant's career off of first knee strike. Hence why I have dangerous knee strikes. But that was a fun time for it. After Constant N decided to get to... No, he didn't get depressed. That was the second time. The first time, Fallen took his soul and made him become a demonic monster that was immune to a lot of pain. When I first interacted with him, it was an uphill struggle. He can eat all my chops and strikes, and then not only that, just sucker punches me at random points. So that was fun. That was a fun thing to deal with. And then we're dealing with... Actually, no, he was just in the corner for the first tag team out of defense and just screwed us over for it. The second time was a false count anywhere match when we were facing Rocky and Elise. And then the man... First off, the man broke into my vehicle. I should have sued on that. The man was chilling in my van. And then when we were barely near it, the man just pops out of it. Don't know why he was in my van. And decides, you know, I'm going to get involved now. Punches me across the face, which that's a trend. He just loves to punch me across the face when he first arrives. Every time. You can even go back. Every time he comes back, I'm the first one punched across the face. Each time. It's dumb.
Yeah. But, you know, we did abuse the Constant.
I mean, and
well,
then,
Demon Constant, I should say.
And
we
then,
before we were pretty good friends with Constant. You know, he liked the Rebellion. The Rebellion didn't mind him.
I mean, they kind of hated us after I injured Elise. That was my bad. Yeah, I kind of sprained her ankle, rolled her up for a 1-2-3. This is when I was a U.S. champion. Now I enjoyed being U.S. champion.
He did.
Oh, I fucking loved holding that title. That time I wasn't trying to be cocky. I just desperately wanted to hold my title. So yes, I took every means necessary to get out of it. I had people counted out. I got disqualified. I made sure I used my shoe at every opportunity. It was fun.
Wasn't that around the first time we actually went to NEW and all that? Or was that like a year deep? Because I remember that feud brought up one booking decision. You were ready to fight tooth and nail.
See, okay, the context of this is that Elise, after I injured her, she wanted to come back because she has the supernatural abilities. Wanted to turn me into a frog. You know, as vengeance for it. No. I was not down for that in the slightest because who the hell would be? So, I was going to be heated. I was going to walk out if they actually went through with that idea. We had that shit denied real fast. We went through the storyline of me beating members of Blood Ritual, or all of them trying to reclaim vengeance for Elise. I had to count out Oracle because he was another menace that they tried using against me unfairly. We need to look at the ethics of what BYW used. There were some ridiculous things that were allowed that shouldn't have been.
It was a backyard promotion where we could actually, put a stick up another man's ass, and that's considered wrestling, Larry.
Not even that. Because even if you want to think in context, think of it in the context of all the bodies that are in the company. So we had a Twisted Jester, okay, who had a ringmaster that he would bullwhip. Okay, we hired this guy. All right. We got a guy in a Pepsi suit. Someone working for Pepsi coming out with 24 packs of Pepsis each week, tossing it out to people. I am not joking. Comes to the tapings with Pepsi bought and then hands it out to everyone during the tapings.
Every time.
Every fucking time.
I appreciate those days.
Yeah, we don't get paid for all the stuff. We barely. The only time
never
we got
paid.
If we sold merch, if we sold some.
Yeah, but who bought our merch?
Shut up on that. We shut up. We don't talk about that. We move on from that. Different story. You can buy it. You can buy our merch on nawshop.com. I think that's the link. We'll put the link in the description somewhere. He'll do it. He's the editor of this.
If there's anything that you want to find out towards NEW, if you want to go check out their shop, if you want to check out old matches, check out the NEW channel itself. It is in the link in the Spencer Nightfall non-live YouTube channel.
Yeah,
yes, we have two. This one's meant for lives, the other one's not.
Yeah.
Verification issues, YouTube. Thank you for that. 24 hours. 24 hours later, you're going to tell me I have to wait another 24 hours for this verification to go through. But yeah, I can go live on this account, no problem.
Hey, keep talking about that verification. They might not verify you. Let's be nice to them. Yeah, let's be nice. Oh yeah, I should probably. I just realized some people next time they see me on camera for NEW, they're gonna notice me with completely different hair. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I had like long flowing hair for this, which by the way, that's probably the only time you're gonna see me with long hair like that. That's the longest I've ever had my hair. I personally do not like my hair like that.
It's true. I've known him since high school, and it's like literally
always short hair or damn near bald. Like, I've come to learn, I like this style best. That's about it. Like, they could use some work, but I like this best.
So, I got something I want to bring up with you. I feel like this is something you're going to really like and remember.
Okay.
Remember when the Rebellion was actually started off as a trio?
Okay, let's go address the extinction issue with this.
Yeah, that's something I did want to talk about, was the extinction thing, because that was,
See, he was our boy. Now, me and Nightfall here have been buddies since high school, and me and Extinction known each other since 8th grade. This man had different hobbies. We were the best of buds all the way through high school. Heck, we all lived together in this very household. Heck, he lived literally in that room right over there, actually.
Just recently moved out. Missed you, brother.
I
hope you're doing good in the new place.
Exactly. I hope you're doing swell. But when we first started, he was not motivated to come to tapings in the slightest. The first taping that we arrived, he wasn't even part of the initial promo. It was me and him. Then when we debuted, he was just there with us. We surrounded the ring. We got up. I told him, get him, boys. And then we all beat down, I think it was Solitaire? Wow, here I am forgetting who we fucking beat up on our debut. I think it was Solitaire. That seemed like a solid group that we beat up.
Hell, your first match in I think the first match in BYWE, like, officially, was you versus Extinction, or was that the first main, official?
In terms of recording-wise, my first match was actually against Extinction. That morning when we all woke up, we literally got up, smoked, got to the taping itself, and then we were told right when we arrived, all right, you two are up. Get into the ring for Extreme Rules match. No planning.
Didn't he just wake up from falling asleep in the car?
Yep.
Drink open, in hand, man. Just finished a whole sentence. I don't...
See, I can remember that distinctly because it was the Royal Rumble episodes, like episode 17 from BYW. I remember it so vividly just because I appreciate that match. It was my debut with the boy. I liked it.
Best match of that, entire, first.
We blew them away with what we showed up with compared to what they had. We definitely blew them away with what we were doing, at least, for it. But then, okay, I am fucking digressing from this. The alcohol, everybody. This is what it does to ya. So getting back to the subject of the matter of fuck. Bring me back to speed. Where the hell
Extinction.
was
You guys were a Spades World. Thank you, my man. It was it was Deathbringers at the time. That's right, Deathbringers. That was the tag team that had, if I recall.
Oh, the Deathbringers. Kador, 115, and Ninja Blade.
His first name was Ninja Blade. That's right.
Oh yeah, you don't remember? Oh yeah.
I tend to forget that.
Yeah.
For years he went.
Why is this a regret?
It's tattooed on his arm. He got his wrestling name tattooed on his arm from the change of 3 different times.
We just live with that. We just live with that and move on.
Yeah.
From there, exactly.
Yeah, or with Extinction, we had a really nice trios entrance.
See, now after 2 matches of trios wise. He went and, to my knowledge, when he debuted, he went and did the whole US title thing, went away for a bit, joined us as a trio, did 2 matches. He was a manager with us for a tag team match, and then we did a 6-man tag against the GM.
Hold up, you're forgetting about
no,
right before that.
It would have been the Assassins, because we had a 6-man tag with the GM, and it was for Extinction's career.
Yep, and this was after he had the U.S. title, where when I think he returned, beat Blue Spade off the rip.
Yeah, off the rip for it.
Because he had the entire Baron Corbin moveset. That was his big inspiration. That was his
Deep Six. A dangerous Deep Six. Jesus, this man would do the spinning rotation and then somehow drop them on their head, almost breaking their neck in that motion. He didn't do it, thank God, but then he would also hit the end of days, which, he does it good.
It just sucks that, the people, his first time trying to hit it, he went against Black of Hearts, and you can explain a move and practice the move 1,000 times over with Black of Hearts, and he still could not figure out what the fuck he was doing.
You can tell him how to do an elbow drop. The man puts somehow a flip into the fray of it. Bro, how did you go from this to this? Versus GM and Lethal, Lethal and... Whoa! Oh my god, I'm gonna have to actually go back. Oh my god, that is unlocking it. We lost to the fucking Lethal Injection? Wait, that was Bobby J. That was Bobby J and Bane, right? If that was Bobby J and Bane, I think I'm... Oh my god.
I don't think we didn't. You and I didn't take the pin.
No,
Lethal Injection was definitely both of them.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Congrats, ladies and gents. We have sent him down an existential crisis right now.
The fact that we accepted a loss from Bane! Even though it was probably the GM, it was definitely the GM pinning Extinction, but the fact that Bane was on the winning team.
Take it you had some issues with Bane.
You think? Just a little, everybody. Just a little gripe with it. Like, for example, in the Royal Rumble, when he first ever debuted, did not know what to do, so his decision even to interrupt everything I was doing in the match.
He wanted you. He wanted to go after you.
Yeah, he wanted to. Yes.
Yeah, Extinction did take the pin.
I have come to the conclusion. Yes, he has definitely taken the pin.
Yeah, we made. I think that was we made.
Oh yeah, he also did not know his career was on the line for that. So after that, he was thinking he was having a whole revenge match. Like, no, bro, you wanted to leave. That was your last match.
Yeah, we tried bringing him back a few... Yeah, remember, the GM definitely got the pin.
Yeah, GM definitely got the pin. I just forgot the teammates, which... The fucking fact that it was Bane on the opposite team. We shouldn't have lost.
Yeah. Extinction wanted to come back a couple of times, and he
just wasn't committed enough. Every time we would try and wake up in the morning, he wasn't getting up for it.
Yeah, and he would be the one to break up his return. We had matches planned where me and him were gonna have a match, and
you should bring up the different ideas he had. So first he came back as Weeaboo Johnson. Okay, anime weeb, fine. Wants to kick people in the nuts and be a joke. Fine.
But he also wanted to be taken seriously, nothing was going to affect him type deal. And then
he wanted to be a living anime character, which makes no sense in the context of what he was trying to portray. Then he wanted to have someone called Azarius Wave.
Yep.
This was going to be a combination between Extinction and Weeaboo Johnson, and he would switch between the personalities throughout his match. The thing is, he had a bright idea that he would not be able to create.
No, it felt like every day and every week he had like a new character thing for him going.
Yeah, he wasn't committed to the ideas he already had. We just told him, come back as Extinction, you can build off of that, go from there, but no.
His thing was like, I don't want to be Extinction.
He
wanted to come up with like, he wanted to use like the same moves. He wanted to come up with some like crazy shit that nobody knew how to take.
Like, exactly.
Like this man was trying to put shit together to make a finisher. Like for some reason, he had a thing where he would
wanted
punch
to create
you.
a new move.
He wanted to punch you in the stomach. He was gonna call it the Kratos punch, and when you bent over, it was like he was gonna set up for like the ripcord, but for it was like your arm that went underneath or some shit, and he would grab it, and you would have to do like a whole like 360 twist. Bane, that's even worse. That's even
Bane and Black of Hearts.
That's even worse.
Oh,
Jesus.
See, okay, that officially just became my worst match in BYWE. I think that just now knowing the participants that were in this match, I think that now just became my worst. Go back and just delete the things I said. This was my worst. When I genuinely hate that now. I genuinely hate the fact it's on my record for that shit.
It's BYWE. At least it's a dead federation.
Yeah. At least it's dead.
Trying to come up, trying to rebuild the
Tried
grounds.
to be reborn, did not reborn for anything, and then it completely changed to now someone in training, which does not matter because we're back to interviewing and talking about our time in wrestling and all that. Which, let's talk about the time you knocked me out.
BYWE Mania 1, baby!
Yeah, you actually won't get a good camera angle of this because somehow my hoodie expertly got in the way of the actual impact of the move. But when I was sitting down on the apron, he booted me across the face that got me right under here, and I was out.
Yeah, so if you go back to the BYWE Mania match, and when he's sitting, like, it's right after he's trying to get his shoe comes off, he's sitting in the corner, he's trying to put his shoe on. I thought he had it on, so I get up on top of the outside of the ring, and I run, and I boot him.
It's unsafe.
Considering how you had you caused more injuries in the matches. Listen. We have been down the route. How many times have people said I'm unsafe in the ring?
Okay. Actually, we can prove this right on stream right now. How many injuries have you caused and how many injuries I've caused?
Oh, that's simple. Spencer Nightfall has not injured anybody, and they have not had to take a week time off.
Let's see. For injury-wise, okay, you're right, because actually, technically,
yeah,
I'm the only one that technically had a actual injury for it, which she recovered greatly from. But in terms of...
You killed Pepsi Man.
Fuck, you right.
You killed Pepsi Man at one point.
Okay.
Your knees have taken... Kador! 115! Remember those knee strikes? Listen, I have moves that hurt, And, I've been called stiff, but how many times has our Blue Spade, Tyson Spade, our general manager at BYW had to address the fact that everyone's saying that I'm unsafe, had to literally have call meetings and have whole paragraphs saying Spencer Nightfall is one of the safer people that we have here. Yeah, he hits a little hard, but that's only with his slaps. So yeah, tell me now, who is the unsafe one? Yeah.
Talk about the snuff films that don't have any audio. Those two matches where you do the most brutalist things. Literally, the two matches he do the most brutalist things to people. There's no audio to.
And what happened though? They came back and did another match for that. They filmed another match that same day, or they were back within the next week to film stuff. No problem.
Ninja Blade was a whole nother thing.
Ninja Blade lived there.
Yeah, Ninja Blade lived there. That was the whole thing. Black of Hearts did not come that next week.
But to be fair, he didn't show up most of the time.
Yeah, he did not show up most of the time.
And he did get the win, though. He He won, despite the fact, I beat him with the kendo stick like 13 times with it. I think I counted 13.
Yeah.
I thought I was quiet with it, you know. I was trying to lightly hit him. No.
No, you're trying to kill the man. You're trying to kill the man for some unnecessary reason.
Listen, that
Well, I mean, we grew to have reason, but unnecessary reason.
I wanted to have an iconic weapon type deal, and, you know, I like the kendo stick. I thought it was fun. I've always liked that as a weapon, you know? But this isn't about me. What was your favorite weapon, now that, if we're going to be on the topic of weapons at this point?
Oh, I mean, that's easy. Just a steel chair from it.
All right.
I'm a basic man for my weapons. I mean, actually, no. My favorite weapon is a shoe. If that's the case, then.
Fair enough. But going back to BYW Mania now, because, you know, kind of left off on that little tangent. So, you want to explain to everybody what happened with that kick after you got kicked in the side of the head? How the rest of that match went? What were you thinking and feeling for that? Because, I couldn't imagine.
Oh, for the rest of that, honestly, when I woke up, he had me in an arm bar, and I was almost slumped over on the side. So when I woke up, I was able to regain consciousness, get back up for it. It was, it's tough kind of describing. It was more like, it's almost like a dream that was happening there. Of just like, hold on, what's happening right now? I'm in the ring. There's someone pulling on my arm. Am I fighting right now? Okay, I guess I'm fighting right now. I guess I'll go along with this. So then I'm trying to fight right now. I get hit with, I think, a slap and a German at one point. Near after all of it. After we get back into the ring, we do that. And that's when I'm recollecting, okay, all right, I am actually awake. I don't know what happened, but I'm back into it. I just forgot a chunk of the match, I guess. And then he hits me with a senton from the top. Doesn't know how to substitute the kind words earlier. Also, thank you both. No problem, man. Anytime, no problem.
Are you sure? That's something we'd have to look back on, because I'm pretty sure Black of Hearts did win, because that was a number one. I think it was a number one contendership for the U.S. title or something like that. Because I mean. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he won, because that was one of the first times I remember him actually winning with his code breaker at the time.
Yeah, no, it definitely had to be. It had to
Yeah, no, I remember, because I was mad. I'm like, I beat him with the kendo stick 13 times just for me to still lose.
The logic. It's fun. It was fun.
Good times.
It was our first go around for a company. I can't really look down upon the decisions back then. I don't agree with most of them. There were some questionable ones, but stuff happened.
It didn't help that we had to hop through GM to GM to GM till we finally had a solid one that was doing the bookings and stayed through it and committed with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I don't know how. I would have yelled at everybody. I would have canceled so many shows, matches, and everything because of the way that a lot of us acted. How a lot of us did become entitled.
Even how this company went, I can honestly say Kador changed the most plans in our company.
Just to quit right before the plans could go through.
Mm-hmm. Don't make actions one-sided. That's on you. Ha!
It's not my fault he couldn't carry himself into any sort of match. I would have thought he would have tried the move or anything, honestly.
Or, if he did, it would be like, come on, let's do it. Come on.
Oh, hold on. Quick, hit me. Come on, let's go. The entire fucking time.
Oh god, if I had the mat right over here, I'll be simulating his favorite move of all time, the cartwheel kick.
That he hit correctly one time on his last match.
Let's see, all the GMs.
You're not wrong. You're really not wrong.
Yeah. Alright.
Who's the worst GM in your opinion? Do you think it would be the Sasquatch that turned into an actual person, or Kador quitting? The Kador quits.
Oh, easy. Kador quits because A, I remember that way more, and it was way more prominent. The other one...
He just wanted to debut both titles.
Yeah,
like,
he just wanted to debut both titles.
Well, show them off to everybody. Be like, this is what they're going to be fighting for at the next pay-per-view or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's just like... I mean, like, the way you just worded it right now, it makes sense. But, like, that was not the way we wanted to do it, I guess. I did not think more into the politics of it at the time. Okay, that one was on him. Yep, that definitely is.
Honestly, I was cool if they showed him off both tabs. I think I was one of the few people that was actually on Sean's side for that one. Because I'm like, why are we going to hide the titles until, like, the day we're going to have the match of who's going to win them? I feel like they would have definitely brought up more hype.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of wanted to face the dad in the match. I don't know why. I thought in my heart he would be one of those people that would be like the crazy old man that would take all the bumps. Like, he would, for some odd reason, just go extremely hard.
We don't talk about Dylan. I know who you're going to bring up. He doesn't count. We forgot about him.
We don't need to remember that. We don't need to remember that.
We ran into him one time at a gas station, and we've never went back to that gas station ever again because
it was such a weird interaction because he remembered all of us. Before I asked about it, and it was like,
no. You flirt with kids. Get out of here.
Exactly. Zimicus.
What is he talking about there?
I don't even.
Was that the name for him? Was that the name for the dad, or was that the name?
Honestly, I don't know why I'm trying to read that backwards of Succumis. I was thinking there's some hidden message in there.
Some hidden
for
message.
It. He didn't take the bumps. Yeah, he honestly did. I forgot the chat's here like a few seconds back for it. So they're probably now seeing all the other stuff for it. But hit me with another question. We should probably get in our story.
Do any of you guys got any questions you want to ask? Anything like that you want to, this is open time for Leonidas.
Please, I want to answer.
If you got questions about, like, the rebellion, you got both members here, like...
Oh, yeah, like how you should tell him how we got that song for it. Did you...
He didn't take... Oh, so, okay, that was his name. What a shitty name. Who the fuck's gonna say that?
That was his fucking name?
Bro.
Zimicus? Succumis? That's bad. That's a bad name.
That's terrible. Like, oh my god.
Leon Beckham was a better name. Remember that, everybody? Yeah, that was a bad one. That was a bad time. That was
I don't think Liam Beckham wasn't.
That was an assistant on. That was an on-screen assistant GM who did not know how to properly do his job. Let's face it. Come on, man.
To be fair, there was some booking decisions behind that backstage as well. But I felt
booking difference.
It's a booking difference.
It's definitely a booking difference.
No, I like Leon Beckham, honestly. I thought it would have been an interesting dynamic. Because at the time, our GM was on... He was because our main GM was an on-screen heel constantly. Leon Beckham had a little bit more of, like... He's trying to be a bit more fair about it. And the GM's like, listen, the fuck are you doing? This is not what I wanted. Type deal. I really kind of... That's how I remember it.
Flip the roles real quick. I think that's how it went for that. Flip the roles. Liam was the heel one while GM made the face decisions onto it.
No, because this is when I was going down the path of I really wanted to have a whole all-out war type deal with the GM.
See, folks, this is why I was so out of touch with BYW. I just wanted to focus on my own thing. And here we have an internal warfare between this guy trying to face the management, which...
Listen, my only defense on that was we tried, initially, we were thinking about the idea and we were going to plant I was trying to plant the seeds, I should say. I referenced it a couple times and I was just hoping for the best to try to get it going. Especially since I was underneath the impression that was the route we were going to be going down. Because, the GM was building up, all of his boys and then I was going to I wanted to, as the rebellion, rally up some baby faces because this was Nope, that was actually the beginning when we had Extinction. Yeah.
Yeah, again.
I would have to go back and take a look at that.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and see some context for it all the time. But it was a nice refresher for it. But, Let me take some time out and try and think of some unique opponents that I faced.
Out of all of our comedy division characters, who do you think who was your favorite of the comedy division in?
You were both heels. You just did what he wanted. He just did what he wanted.
Sometimes was Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, the comedy division. The
What
comedy.
do you mean comedy division? More like the N family drama. Well, should have been, but they were just a happy family of kumbaya.
Without them, though, our channel initially was like, "Yo, Constant is the man" for a bit.
Constant
After we
got a following that kind of just picked up. I'm not gonna lie, I started disliking Constant specifically for specifically 2 reasons. Still love the concept of Constant. Just when he started putting on the chipmunk mask and a Virginity Rocks t-shirt, I don't know, that combination screamed to me of, please, just go back to the llama mask, the muscle, I can't even speak still, drinking everybody. Goes to the tank top for it, muscle shirt. Yes, there we go, muscle shirt for it. I don't know, I just like that Constant N back. Once that chickbone mask and the shirt came into it, it's just, not for me. Faggy N though. Faggy man, love Faggy. Gave me free ramen. For some odd reason, tried to fall in love with me for Valentine's Day. You just see this is what happens when you accept ramen from a chicken that just so happens to love giving out ramen. They don't leave you alone. I can show you all there was plenty of messages on my phone from Faggy messaging me, texting me different ramen emojis, sending me photos of different things he found. I was not down for more ramen. I enjoyed the first ramen he gave me. It was just a kind gesture. But then Faggy thought it was a whole something, and then kept helping me out, trying to befriend me. Like, okay, I was friendly back with Faggy, but I wasn't down like that. I wasn't down for the Faggy. I wasn't down for the end like that. But then, hey, I don't even know for Faggy, actually. I didn't even confirm that. Did we confirm it?
To be fair, I think we didn't really confirm most of our characters like that. Like a lot of our on-screen talent for the comedy division.
It was a weird family. All I know is don't take ramen from a fucking chicken. My dad made that decision by eating the ramen raw at one point, right out of the bag.
And the seasoning, and ate the seasoning packet.
And the seasoning. Faggy is still looking for sane right now. Just saying.
Yeah, it's best that we don't tell him about NEW. That's the last place where we would want to see Faggy.
Yeah, that's the last place. We don't need it.
They would come back.
We probably do. Maybe not. Book it. Patreon. You can make it happen. You never know.
So does that mean NAW? Does this mean we could possibly see Pepsi Man versus Power Surge versus Faggy N if it gets paid for? If that's a match y'all want to see, you should book it. You should pay for it to get it booked.
Yeah, all I gotta do is let's see, like throw him a Chris $20. I think Pepsi Man, Faggy Man would go in that ring, no problem. Face Power Surge for $20, no problem. They would do it without a shadow of doubt. Heck, even give him some ramen and some Pepsi, and they'll jump in there, no problem.
So there's been this is something I want to talk to you about now that you want to bring up Pepsi Man.
Okay.
There's been some rumors I've heard about you and Pepsi Man.
Oh. No,
so you guys just like super close friends?
No, he's back there. He doesn't want me to say it on camera, but he's back there doing dishes right now. He doesn't want me to say it. Shh. He's still pretty mad when I broke his face. He doesn't talk to me. I mean, we all live together. It's kumbaya. He pays his bills on time, but like, I had to get him Pepsis every so often now. He accepts the gesture, but we're on a We're on a good level. As you could saw earlier, I was petting his dog. Happens.
Are you trying to say that your brother's Pepsi Man?
Don't need to make it obvious, but yeah.
Somebody go and choke that chicken. Don't worry, we'll just send in the Fallen.
Yeah.
Either that or, what in...
He needed. We lost the ring. Yeah. Oh. What do you mean? This man evicted most of them from under the ring. Yeah, you all remember the history of you retiring the comedy division?
Someone
Yeah,
had...
come on,
Listen. Someone had to do it at the time, and, what can I say? I was just a dick. I thought the comedy division needed to go, and yeah, expertly took out each and every single one.
You were hated. You were hated for that timing of it.
And I loved every second of it, though.
That's true. But
hell, that's when we brought in Sane, actually, for a third, and it was me and him who took out.
I completely forgot
Biggie
that
and...
Sane was even part of our group for that small amount of time. I'm not gonna lie, it was a dumb idea.
Yeah,
We kind of made the joke of, hey, you should join our group. Third Rebellion mate. He just decides to do the pose with us, and then all of a sudden, you're part of the group. Welcome aboard. We were going to do a match. Then he got locked in a motherfucking closet with the Barbarian for the entire match.
The entire match,
which,
How?
Yeah,
Do you get locked in a bar?
I mean,
With...
the Barbarian. How did both of you not realize
Someone closed the door.
or stop fighting to get out? I mean, yes, he's a Barbarian. You can't really speak through to him, but you could have figured it out. You're part of the rebellion. You're smarter.
You
than
are
that.
literally the Cambodian war machine, and you can't put down a primitive ooga booga caveman. Like, come on.
Clearly, he did not have his guerrilla tactics on point. Same with his war tactics, because he did not know how to figure out how to get out of a pitch black barn.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. It's just how it goes for it.
But, one last question to you, Leo.
Alright.
Last question for the night. Currently, you mentioned earlier at the beginning of the stream that you lost your triple threat match against Prince Chandler and Tyson Spade. Where do you go next? Like, what is exactly your next plans? Like, what are you going to try to go after?
It's gonna sound really selfish, but I'm still going for gold, baby. I'm still training my ass off. I'm gonna get better in the ring, like I always have been. And as for Prince, he didn't pin me in the triple threat. Next time I face him, I can beat him. It's gonna be no problem. But I have to earn my way back up to it. So, after winning against D Savage on the 1,000 subscriber special, which still respects to the guys, I'm gonna keep going on, get wins here and there. Gonna try and build myself back up. Gonna have to post some highlights. Keep you guys all posted up on that. I haven't been keeping up on that. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna hopefully climb all the way back up and become the undisputed champion. Heck, maybe pick up the tag team titles along the way. Get the Northeast title along the way. And get the United States title if they ever want to bring that back, possibly. And yeah, your alpha is going to survive and thrive all the way to the top. Because that's what I just need to do. Now, brother, we need to get going with those tag team titles, right?
Seems like that's the case. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Yeah. We are Spencer Nightfall, Leonidas, The Rebellion, and this was The Nightlife with Spencer Nightfall. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys had a fantastic time with the stream. I hope you guys had fun answering questions. Hopefully next time I'll have either Tyson, Rhea, or a Prince Chandler. Maybe I'll have one of the NEW guys on. Who knows? You should stay tuned, subscribe, check it out, and check out NEW if you want to see more content from me, Leonidas, or any of the amazing talent that we have on NEW. Thank you all so